All right, we are rolling. Welcome, you guys. You probably heard us jabbering before you hopped on. That is part of the fun parts of this team is that we are all best friends. And when you become a deeper connected coach on our team, you just develop those friendships that are just so incredibly special. So we're excited that you're here tonight. Tonight, our mission is for you. If you're on this call, you are stoked about learning about coaching. You probably got some fear in there that is maybe clouding your vision a little bit. And we just want you to walk away knowing that if this opportunity is for you or not for you, and also having your questions answered. So we're going to be going over all kinds of things from how coaches make money to what we do as coaches, how our team supports you, and then the ins and outs of income, things like that, because we will be sharing detailed numbers from our own coaches within our organization. We want to make sure that we have shared our income disclaimer to keep legal happy is that Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the Team Beachbody Coach opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skill. See our statement of independent coach earnings located in the back office for the most recent information of our coaches' actual incomes. All that is to say is that this is not a business that you get to hop in and just coast. It's like every other business that you could start up, is that there is hard work and diligence and skills that are learned over the course of your business that will pay off in the financial form of financial freedom, helpful to your family to fill in the gaps of your finances. But we are Restoration Nation. Our motto is restoring lives, one body, heart, and mindset at a time. My name is Rachel, and I am the founder of Restoration Nation. I founded it a couple of years ago and have been one of the oldest coaches on this team, and I have been since joined by some amazing leaders that you're going to get to hear from tonight and their stories and their hearts. But I'm going to tell you just a little bit about my story because I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but I also think it's important because a lot of people fear when they look at becoming a coach, they fear that they don't have a good weight loss transformation yet, so they're not going to be a good coach. They don't have a large social media following. They have no background in marketing or sales, and they have no background in health and fitness. Well, I hit every one of those. I have no background in any of those things. When I started my journey, I was still 70 pounds overweight. I had lost a little bit. I got married, was a size 4'6". Was very small, didn't have to try to stay small. And then I got a desk job after we got married and very quickly gained about 90 pounds. And within a 3-year time frame, that's a lot of weight really fast, to the point that my parents were almost having an intervention with me because they were concerned that something was wrong with my health, that I was depressed. And looking back now, I can see that I was depressed, but I didn't really want to deal with that. And so naturally, the solution here is I'm going to have a baby because babies fix everything. And I ended up getting pregnant at very much so overweight. At my highest weight after I had my son, I was 225, was wearing a size 16, 18, and was miserable. I had no energy. My body ached. It hurt to get up off the ground. I was in my mid-20s and miserable, looking at my 6-month-old son, knowing that at some point he was an active baby. So I knew at some point he was going to be an active kid that I would need to run and chase. And that wasn't going to happen at my current weight. At that time, my cousin, who you'll hear from tonight, my cousin Jennifer, she's my coach, and she was sharing her journey of health and fitness on her social media. She was dancing in her living room, and I do not have a beat. If you've seen me dance, you know that that's not the case. There are much more coordinated, rhythm-inspired people on this team than me, but I love to dance, and I love to make people laugh, and I really have always thought in my alter ego life that I would be in the Step Up movies. And so when she was dancing to a hip hop, dance workout, I thought, okay, I can do that. And we were broke. My husband was and still is a pastor of a different church now. It was a church plant. We had zero money. We were in the red every month, and life was really hard. I was really angry. I wanted to be home with my son, and that was the only vision I had ever had for my life, was to be a stay-at-home mom. And here I was working as an insurance and billing administrator. I saw her doing her thing. My mom paid for my package so I could start the workouts. And she plugged me into a challenge group that completely changed everything for me. I was the chronic quitter. I had stopped. I tried their wraps. I tried the non-surgical lipo. I had tried pills and shakes and all of the things. And there was something magical about the community that she had created that inspired me to want to stick with this. When I was struggling and having a down day, I could go check in with that private group of women who all were plugging in and holding each other accountable. And it was the game changer for me. My cousin harassed me in the most loving way to be a coach for several months, and I told her, no, 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 no. To the point where I was like, no, please, no, I'm not doing this. And as she kept at it, because she knew that I love challenge groups, and most coaches who do a lot with this business love challenge groups. And she saw something in me that I didn't see. I went to an event locally with her, a coaching event, and my eyes were open to the opportunity that was in front of me. I was not at my goal weight. Far from it. I did not know what I was doing. If you look back on my social media, it's nauseating how terrible it was. But you know what? I saw the opportunity, and I realized if the worst thing that came out of this was I helped my family a little bit financially, and the best thing that could come out of it was that I could leave my job and be home with my baby, it was a win-win to me. And if I could have some fulfillment along the way, then that was what I wanted. So I went all in, and in 8 months, I left my job and came home full-time as a full-time coach, and have been doing it ever since, about 3 years now. And you will see all these amazing leaders we all start at ground zero. Nobody gets a head up or a leg up above someone else. So we all start from the same place. And I hope that our stories touch you and remind you that no matter where you're at now, your validity as a coach is not based off your outward transformation or what you think you have to offer the world. It is based off your willingness to share your story and to do the work to be successful, which we're going to tell you what that is. So enough about me. We were going to talk about the most common question I get is, what do coaches actually do? What is coaching? So coaching in a nutshell is helping other women reach their health and fitness goals. We don't just sell products. We help our customers achieve their goals through behind the scenes mentorships and running accountability groups through online sources like Facebook, and being that source of encouragement and motivation to our clients in social media. Over time, we grow a team of people underneath us who are doing the same thing as well. So one of the common questions that I get is it a pyramid scheme? That's a pretty common question. I was making sure I was on the right side. So that's a pretty common question. So let's talk about what a pyramid scheme actually is. As a coach, your team might look like a pyramid, but every organization in the world looks like a pyramid. You have a boss at the top and people underneath you. So we need to really understand what a pyramid scheme is. Number one, it's illegal. Beachbody business opportunity has been around for 10 plus years. So if it was illegal, it would have been shut down a long time ago. A pyramid scheme is when you ask people to buy into something with nothing in return. So you're saying, give me $200 to sign up. And when you sign up, your next person, you're going to get your money back. Or you're asking people to buy a lot of product up front with the promise that when they sell it, you'll get your money back. So for example, with Beachbody, you can sign up right now today for $39.95. You did that with me, I would not make a dime off of that enrollment. With a pyramid scheme, the recruiter is the one that makes the majority of the money off of those upfront costs. Beachbody doesn't do that. So my success and the success of the other people on this call depends on helping our coaches to launch successful business. It's why we run mentorship programs. It's why we do weekly team trainings. But if you're not successful, I can't be successful. So it becomes a team thing that we work in the trenches together. There's no big cost and no requirements to hold products. You don't have to send samples unless you want to. The only thing that I personally purchase is my Shakeology because I drink it. I purchase Energize because I use it. I don't keep anything extra in stock. I only purchase the things that I actually use in my journey on a day-to-day basis. The real thing here is that you have to remember that you are going to be successful in this business if you're willing to put the work into it. It's not going to work if you're not going to put the work into it. So with that said, what do coaches actually do? I love this graphic because it represents families. There's so many coaches within our organization. We've grown a lot in the last few years, but each person represents a family. So not only does it impact the coach that signs up, it impacts a family that impacts, it just makes our reach so huge. So what are we doing as coaches? Our 4 vital, like foundational behaviors of coaching is this in a nutshell. So number 1, we are connecting with people, inviting and bringing them into our challenge groups. So we are sharing that opportunity of the fact that people can join you and be a part of your team or be a part of your accountability group. Number 2, we're being proof of the product. One of the really neat things about coaching is that when my coaches are struggling, the first thing I ask them is, what program are you doing and what personal development are you reading? Because our number 1 job as coaches is to take care of ourselves, our mental health, our physical health. Be proof of the product is number 2. Number 3 is personal development. I was someone who was such a hater on this for the first 2 years of my business. It took me a long time and actually some therapy to get to the point where I valued, hopefully you don't think I'm crazy, that I valued personal development in such a strong and powerful way. It's such a game changer for your mindset and the foundation for belief of what you're capable of. So we show you and give you all kinds of resources with that, give you recommendations for books or podcasts or Audible, whatever fits your needs. For me, most of the time I'm listening to things because I have a 2 and a 5-year-old. So reading a book is a joke. Number 4 is recognition. So we just want to celebrate what you're doing, what your coaches are doing, what your clients are doing. And in those early seasons of your business, we're just celebrating each other and the fact that you're a part of our community. So our daily tasks include things like running challenge groups. So most of you that are on this call have been in a challenge group. It's our private communities on Facebook. Every day we put up a daily post where you can check in and share your sweaty selfie, let us know how things are going. So as a coach on our team, you get to help run those groups or plug into those groups and be a support to other people. Your clients then get to go in those groups as well. So as a coach, we run those groups, we're inviting to them. So maybe you're reaching out to your best friend and you're saying, girl, I have seen such incredible results in this fitness program. It's light my fire. I feel so good. Will you be my accountability partner for this challenge? It's that simple. It doesn't have to be super complicated. So you're inviting people to be a part of what you're doing. You're supporting your clients behind the scenes. We are not coaches that sign up clients and then give them a high five and tell them good luck. We truly want to support them behind the scenes through consistent check-ins, either via email, message, text, whatever fits you. We're growing in our business knowledge each week. So we have team trainings once a week, every Monday at 8:30 that are recorded if you're not on live. There's trainings from the network. There's just so many opportunities for you to understand different areas of your business that you may struggle in. You're growing intentionally and taking that initiative to grow in your business knowledge. We're working on ourselves through our health and fitness and mental health. We're inspiring others through consistent posting on social media every day, sharing what's going on, and we'll teach you how to do that in a way that's not salesy. I know that a lot of people fear that word. We're going to talk about that here in a second too. And then we track our business. So we're keeping track of the conversations that we're having with people so we can make sure that nobody falls through the cracks. So you're going to hear from Holly next. Holly is one of our leaders on our team. We actually just did a mastermind hot seat call with her. Our team interviewed her last night and she crushed it. And she is someone who has a very busy schedule. She works full time. She has a 3-year-old. She's married. Like the girl's got a lot going on. And especially we all feel this stress with quarantine life. So Holly, will you share how you fit your business into the cracks of your day and like maybe some of your early fears as a new coach and how you overcame that? Yeah, I didn't mean to do. Go ahead.
Okay, I was about to be like, meh. The way that I fit this business in with the pockets that I have, which are very limited throughout the week because I do work an 8 to 5, or basically an 8 to 5 job Monday through Friday. My wife is a paramedic, so she works, between 70 to 80% of the time. And the other time, like, I'm pretty much, it's just me and our daughter during that time. And so it is very difficult, and you just have to prioritize. You just have to make your schedule and prioritize, the pockets of your day. We all get the same amount of time in a day as everybody else. Nobody has more time in a day than anybody. Do our schedules look different? Yes. And one thing that has helped me is kind of setting the tone for the day and knowing what blocks of time I know for a fact that I'm going to have. So whether that be first thing in the morning, I'm an early bird. That's my go-to time because I'm not an evening person. So I kind of just do it in increments. I mean, it takes 1 hour a day to build this business. It's up to you if you want to do more. Obviously, you do what you do with your schedule and your time, but essentially it just takes 1 hour, and I just kind of break it up in 15-minute increments. So the first 15 minutes, doing some invites. Next 15 minutes, that don't have to be back to back. It can be after lunch. It could be, anytime throughout the day. Growing your network, which means, adding people on Facebook and adding people on Instagram. And then, we like to call it showing love on their page, making yourself known is extremely important. Let's see, what else do I do during the pocket of my day? Yeah, I think pretty much just organizing your schedule and making the time, finding the time, and doing it in the pockets of your day, because we all scroll on social media throughout the day, and just making the time that you're scrolling the time that you're putting into your business. It's a shift in your mindset. And that definitely will come with time. And starting out as a new coach, to answer your question going forward into that, starting out as a new coach, I did have to change my mindset shift on that. It's no longer just mindlessly scrolling and liking. It's building these relationships. It's, creating this vibe that, people are drawn to you and they want you to help them and you want to help them. And it's just a change in your mindset. And starting out, it was difficult to get there. But you'll hear throughout forever on this team that personal development is huge, and that will help your mindset going forward in this business for sure.
Love that. What's been your biggest blessing that has come out of coaching for you? You've been a coach for about a little over a year. So what is the biggest blessing for you?
My mental shift, I feel like, has been a huge blessing. And obviously the community that I've gained within this business and on our team, obviously, because, I didn't have anybody that I could really relate to whenever I first started. I think Addison, was a little over a year old, or she'll be 3 this year, but yeah, I mean, I'm not good at math. But anyways, she was younger and I was a newer mom, and I didn't feel like I had really anybody really to relate to, because I was like, I really want to get back into health and fitness, and I really want, I don't have something for me. I don't have another purpose, because like I said, my wife, she's a paramedic, and at that time she was working nights. So it's like, I don't have my thing. I don't have something for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like finding that passion and purpose and everything else that falls in that category was a huge blessing for sure.
Love that. Thank you for sharing. So Holly is one of those kind of textbook cases of reasons why she probably shouldn't have coached. She was not at her goal weight. She didn't have a social media mastered. She didn't have a huge social media following. She was hell-bent on not doing video at first. Like, she has come so far. So a lot of times people coming into our team expect that they have to, like, do Insta stories and do videos and show their face and like have these big fancy posts. And like, we all have learned the process to get to where we are at right now. So please know that like Holly has worked really hard to get to this point in her business, and she has reached the top 3% of the company, which is just a huge, huge thing to celebrate, and has been consistent as all get out. So Holly, thank you. So our next highlight coach, and none of these earnings are accurate. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you that. They're all like 2 months old. I meant to update them after the last webinar and I forgot. So they're all like a couple months old. So they're higher than these numbers. So just ignore that. And yes, that is $30,000. So Jen is my coach, and she has, I mean, she's my cousin, so I'm biased, but she has just a huge transformation an inner transformation that has been helped with Beachbody. And so Jennifer, will you share why you were worried about sharing your story and starting when you weren't at your goal weight? I'm going to unmute you. You try to unmute you.
Okay. There we go.
Yep.
So when I start, so like Rachel said, I'm technically her coach, but I love that we have this community and we're growing together. So I started this journey probably over 5 years ago now. I was really trying to think about how long it's been. Almost maybe 6 years, which is crazy to me. And if you want to find me, I shared a little bit more about my mental health journey on my Facebook page today, because I won't be able to share it all today. But honestly, that's the biggest piece for me that Beachbody brought into my life. Yes, it all started with a physical transformation for me, but at the end of the day, it was the mental transformation, my internal transformation that I'm currently working on, and am now once again adding that physical transformation in too. But for me, yes, in the very beginning, sharing my journey was nerve-wracking. But honestly, now it is so second nature, and it really comes with trial and error. It's posting the things that are icky and not necessarily making mistakes, because I don't view any of it as making a mistake. It's just growing and learning what works and doesn't work. Now sharing my journey is therapeutic for me. In all honesty, in my depression and anxiety that I deal with on a daily basis, if I'm not posting, you can guarantee that I'm struggling in my life. So for me, sharing the piece of this journey is very therapeutic. But to push through, you just have to do it. And honestly, the biggest growth comes in those moments where you have to push that limit. You have to push through the boundary, or not the boundaries, but the barriers, the things that are holding you back. So yeah, and not being at my goal weight, I just jumped in. Honestly, I really didn't at first. It actually took me a year from when my coach first invited me to join, and I first did my first workout. It took me a full year to actually become a coach. But I've been an all in, and I've I might have wandered over the last 5 years, but I've never disappeared from this business. And with that, I want to say, right now is such a delicate time in this world, and that's another piece that Beachbody has given me, because my husband lost his job. I'm a full-time photographer, and I'm not working either right now. So Beachbody is literally our only source of income other than unemployment, which we only got approved for today. So it's a little bit of a rocky road, but I want to say, like, this has allowed us to buy our groceries every week, to pay a couple of bills every single week. So it has been a relief to have this, and the business that I've built, whether I've been working it full-time or part-time, it's been there for me over the last 5-6 years. So.
I love that. I love that you touched on the climate. I love hearing your story. Thank you. So I love that you touched on the climate that we are experiencing right now, because I can understand the hesitation for wanting to launch a business in this season. And to that, I want to share with you, when you're looking at doing a multi-level marketing business, you really need to be intentional about what kind of multi-level marketing business that you're going to jump in on, because it needs to be one, if you're going to invest the time and energy to build something like this, it needs to be something that transcends time. Like health and fitness knows no limit. There will never be an end to the amount of people that need a workout or a partner to support them on their health and fitness journey. That will never go away. It doesn't matter what the country is going through. It doesn't matter what somebody's life experience is. That transcends time. If this is not a like stick on nail or a makeup business, or like this is something that truly matters. And I will share with you, now more than ever before, do people need the solution that we offer. And so this is the time, not from a business perspective, but from a caring about those people in your life that are struggling and need an outlet for their stress that they're experiencing right now. You have the ability to be that gift to someone that blesses them, to give them a way to channel their emotions in a healthy manner. And that's through fitness and health in a time that they need the boosted immunity more than they have ever needed it before. So I appreciate you sharing that, because I think that's really important to touch on. And we will not push you to spam people. We're not going to push you to blow up people's inboxes. We are going to teach you how to have authentic connections, truly caring about people and their outcome, not as it associates to a sale, but as it associates to a person. That we want you to bless people, whether that's with the business opportunity, our challenge groups, our free groups. We offer resources to our team to give to people at no cost, workouts, PDFs, meal plans that you can just give to people who may not have the financial backing to purchase something right now, but they need to get started. So anyways, all right, so also quick shout out to Jen before we go, is she's literally 1 week and 2 days away from being a star diamond coach, which is a giant promotion. She's had to hold qualification for an eternity, and she's going to accomplish this next week. And so reason I want to bring that up is that our team has momentum. When you're looking at being a part of a multi-level marketing business, you need to be a part of a movement of momentum. And that is what our team represents. And we are each other's biggest cheerleaders. Like, you'll find that out very quickly. So Lindsay is one of our, I don't really know that I can say newer coach anymore. And I always tell your story. So I'm going to let you unmute yourself and share why you're a coach and what this has given to you in the last 8 months.
All right. Thank you. I am Lindsay, and I have been a part of Beachbody for about 4 years. I was doing some of the old DVDs and some of the programs with a friend at work off and on. Never really stuck with a program, did a couple things like 22-minute hardcore here and there. When I was getting ready for my wedding back in 2017, I lost a little bit of weight, but then I put it back on and plateaued afterwards. In March of 2019, my husband was diagnosed with cancer, and it was really crappy time. And he, of course, was out of work. He didn't work all of last year. And in June, I started following Rachel. We go to church together, and made friends on Facebook. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? It looks like so much fun. And I knew she was getting ready to launch a new program, and I thought, well, I want to give it a try, because I needed an outlet. I needed a safe place for me to be able to just release everything that I was dealing with. And I thought, well, I'm just going to do the challenge group and just do the workout. Well, about 2 weeks into it, I was like, she kept talking about coaching and how it was helping her family and how it was bringing her joy. And I was like, well, if this would help us right now, if I any little bit of income I can bring in for my family, since my husband wasn't working, I thought, well, I'll give it a go. And Dean was absolutely on it. He was like, you can do this. I know you can. And I had just been searching for that piece of me for a really long time, and he knew that. And so I just jumped all in and took off. And it has been one of the most amazing things. I have just really found my joy and my passion in helping others. And it has been the biggest blessing for my family. We've paid off a lot of debt in the last 8 months that we accrued while he was out of work. And yeah, I'm just excited.
No, I love it. So that her numbers are not correct either. She actually just texted me the other day, and she's made over $4,000 or something crazy like that. Almost five, I can't remember. An insane amount in just 8 months. So it was like over $600 to $700 monthly when you averaged it out. So this is proof that new coaches within our organization, when they take the tools that we give them, when Lindsay came on as a new coach, she got the same training that everybody else gets in the team, and she went and she ran with it. So did a bunch of other people within our team that you won't hear from tonight. But the thing about it is that, no matter what is in your life right now, that is the piece of you that's saying, this is not the right time. Lindsay had all of these reasons why not. I'll never forget, and she would never share this, but I'm going to. I'll never forget our first one-on-one was she was in the bathroom at the hospital while her husband was being treated for cancer. Like, she launched her business in the middle of a season that everyone would have supported her if she was like, no, now's not the right time. But she went all in, and it's blessed her emotionally. It gave her friendship in a season where she really needed it. And I think there's just it just shows that there's so much to coaching beyond a workout. Like, this is about a community. It's about a movement of change, and it's about a movement of positivity. And that's something really awesome about our team, is that you're going to see so many different stories, and none of us are the same, but the underlying theme of community, positivity, and life change are all there. So thank you for sharing, Lindsay. I'm glad I didn't tell your story for you this time. I have a bad track record of doing that. So Emily is not going to be sharing. She is on this call supporting us virtually, but she is a nurse, and as y'all know right now, nursing is absolutely insane. So she works in the hospital. So I'm going to share just a little bit about Emily. So Emily is one of our newer coaches on our team. She and Lindsay joined around the same time. We all did Morning Meltdown together. And Emily has a unique story where she is married. They have a couple of fur babies, and they recently moved to right outside of Nashville, where she was away from family. And so in a season of her life where she is semi-newly married, and she's moving away from everything that she's known and completely uprooting their life and going somewhere new, she was craving community in that season more than ever before. And so coaching has helped her. She joined solely for the reason of accountability. She knew that she wanted to get results with these home workouts, and she has had an insane transformation. But she joined for community and accountability. So she has a stable job. Her husband has a stable job, but her coaching income gives them fun things like luxuries that they wouldn't normally have in their budget, whether that's helping with their payment for a boat or whatever that may be. Coaching has given her that accountability, given her that community during a really lonely season of life, and then also that backup financial cushion as well. She's super close to a promotion, so we're going to celebrate that in a few weeks. Chelsea is another coach on our team that you won't hear from live tonight, but the reason why I want to showcase different life seasons. So you've got Lindsay, who's a mom of two elementary, middle school age girls. You got Jen, who has a wide range of kids from elementary to high school. You've got Emily, who is a fur mama. You got Holly, who has an almost 3-year-old. There is no cookie cutter coach. And so Chelsea is another example of, she's a stay-at-home mom. She used to be a nurse and then came home full-time to be a mom. Her husband works full-time and takes care of her family, and she solely wanted to coach just for accountability. And she wanted something to have an outlet outside of motherhood. If you're a mom, you know that the days can be long, and having an outlet of joy to feel that sense of purpose and helping other people outside of your child is very fulfilling as a stay-at-home mom. So she has grown a very solid income, has hit really high goals in the company, and done all of it literally as a hardcore hobby. This is a hardcore hobby for her. She just does it on the side. So that's Chelsea's story. All right, so we're going to talk now about, and we're going to work to wrap this up soon. We're going to talk about the biggest fear that I hear. I don't want to be a salesperson, Rachel. I don't want to turn off all of my friends and family, and I don't want them to think that I'm just coming at them because I want them to buy something from me, and I don't know how to do social media. Like, I don't know how to post. I don't know how to think of nice, fancy things to say like you guys do. Like, these are my real, true fears. So if you're scared of being a salesperson, we teach our leaders to figure out their brand and find their tribe. So we're going to help you figure out what makes you you, like what makes you different from Lindsay and Chelsea and Holly and Carrie and everyone else on our team. What makes you you? And that's your first step in figuring out your brand. And then you're going to begin to share that, which is going to attract the people that are right for you in your business. So we are storytellers, not salespeople. We share our stories to inspire others. So when you go, it's kind of a mindset shift, like Holly shared earlier. It's a mindset shift where you think of your Facebook or your Instagram as your billboard. So the thought process when you go to post is, how can I add value to someone else's life today? When people see your post, they're going to stop and think about that value that you gave them, and they're going to instinctively come back for more. We're going to give you a full social media training boot camp that's going to help you with all of that. It's located in our team page in the units, and it's available for you if this is something that you struggle with. I was not a social media expert. I had 400 friends on Facebook, and I had like maybe 200 on Instagram, and now I've got well over 4,000 on Facebook and almost 7,000 on Instagram, all organic growth. And that's just 3 years of consistently sharing what my heart is and reaching new people every single week. So we're going to teach you all that. Corporate also provides a ton of trainings for that as well. So now, let's get into money, because I know, like, let's get real. Coaching has a lot of frills. It has a lot of feel good. Like, you're probably listening to this and already like, man, like, it just makes you feel happy. Like, it makes you feel like you have some joy inside you to listen to what the role of a coach is. But truthfully, there is a financial opportunity here that I do not want to undervalue, because it's changed my life and it's changing the lives of coaches on our team. And yes, we are here to help people, but we're also here to help our family through financial growth. So let's talk about how much does it cost to sign up. If you are already a coach in our organization and just a coach to save money, you don't have to do a dang thing. You literally just get to start your business. Like, you don't have to change anything. You don't have to pay anything. You are already set. If you already have bought a challenge pack in the past and you have your workouts, you already have your shakes, whatever, then you're just going to either sign up with the completion pack that's $130 that will get you set back up on your auto ship, that will waive the $40 coach fee. Or if you've already got all the auto ships and stuff, then you just pay $40, and depending on when you signed up, you may be able to get that refunded or not. Your coach can help you figure that out. So option A is you're already set and you can just start working your business. Option B is you've already got all your tools, your challenge pack, your Beachbody On Demand. So it could be around $130 to get started. Or if you are brand spanking new to our team and you've never done the workouts, you've never done any of that, it's going to cost you anywhere from $160 to $200. That includes your year to your workouts, your meal plan, your access to our boot camps, your month of shakes, all of the things. Now, how much what are our monthly fees? There is literally only one fee to be a coach, and that's $15.95. It covers your website, it covers customer service. They handle all of the orders, so you don't have to handle any kind of order or mailing or anything like that. So that $15.95 fee gives you 25% off every product. Shakeology, Performance Line, 3-Day Refresh, Beach Bars, you get 25% off everything. And if you're on an auto ship already of Shakeology, even with the fee, we have a graphic that we can show you that better explains this. Even with the fee, you're saving $20 to $25 a month as a coach. So you're helping yourself by saving some money each month. No, you don't have to keep any inventory. We talked about that earlier. Is there a monthly quota requirement? There is no quota requirement. If you don't hit your monthly goals, there's no penalty. You can still sign up one person, you're going to get your commission on your one person. You can sign up 10 people and you're going to get commission off of your 10 people. We all across the board set a standard of success. It's called Success Club. It's helping 3 people with the challenge pack get started on their health and fitness journey. That's it. And so if you're doing that, you're growing your income naturally by helping people get started, and you're getting commission back. And then the next month, you're helping pay for your shakes through their reoccurring purchases. So there's no quota if you miss that goal, but it gives you you get lots of perks from hitting Success Club. You get free swag. So anything from tank tops to duffel bags to games, you name it, you get free stuff. You also get special perks as a new coach, where you can actually get to be in a test group. We can tell you about that in our new coach training, but there's lots of great things. But no, there's not a monthly quota, but most of us coaches shoot to help 3 to 5 people a month. Now, how do you earn income? All right, so this is where it gets, if you are a numbers person, please reach out to me, and I have a couple of resources for you. I have a PDF that can explain it in a visual format, and then I also have a video which can give it to you in a video format, so if you learn either one of those ways. But I'm going to give you a brief overview of how you earn income. So the first piece of the puzzle, all new coaches start out earning commission. So you earn anywhere from 25% on up to 40% in commission. Most challenge packs, you're earning around $40 on up to $70. And then you earn off of every order a customer makes from that point forward. So your baseline is commission. So that's how we all start. We all help people get started on either a membership or a package. Your second level is you're going to begin to sign up, most likely, VIP members, which are discount coaches. These are people that love the products, that are starting their journey, that just want to save some money, and they become your discount members, your VIP members underneath you. When that happens, you advance your business, you get a promotion to Emerald. As you can see right down here at the bottom, you at the top, 2 coaches underneath you. Most of the time, that's usually just for them to save money. And you tap into something called team cycle bonuses. So you begin to earn additional bonuses based off the purchases of your team, whether they build a business or not. That grows. As your team grows and you add more people to your team, that income is going to grow. It also is what creates a reoccurring income that you don't even have to think about. That's really where that stable income comes from. So number 1 is commission. Number 2 is team cycle bonuses. And then as you advance your business from 2-star, 5-star, and up, that's different promotional levels in the company, you can tap into bonus pools. They're all quarterly, and you have to qualify for them. They start at $800 and they go on up to $40,000 per quarter. And so if you can qualify for, based off your promotional level for those bonuses, you can tap into additional income on top of your team cycle bonuses and your commission. So lots of earning opportunity for you as well with this multifaceted income opportunity. Quick questions, quick notes that people have about taxes, healthcare, and insurance. So taxes, you'll need to set aside an amount that you feel is appropriate for taxes. If you make over $600, you'll have to claim it. So just be aware of that. They don't take taxes out. And healthcare/insurance is all on your own. So I would do this full time. We've paid off debt. We've done a lot with this business. And so we pay for our own health insurance since I do this full time. So you have the potential. Think about your salary job. Most people are either a salary or hourly wage, and there's not much you can do to increase that income outside of just building up the ranks. With coaching, you have the potential to double and triple your income every single year if you lean into consistency in your business. My business has almost doubled every single year since I started. So we're gonna give you some clear pictures of income. So Laurel is another coach on our team. She's not on the call tonight, but she is a solid leader on our team, and she has a consistent, and I can tell you right now with Laurel's story, she has with this whole COVID-19 thing, she no longer is employed. She was supposed to start a new job, and everything kind of fell through when COVID-19 starts. And so Beachbody is truly paying for her groceries and her family, and to help keep her family afloat when her husband's job is also now at risk in a big way. So Laurel she does this in the pockets of her day. She typically works 2 other jobs, and then she does coaching. She has 2 kids, and she's built a solid growing income. I've obviously been around for the longest. So in 2019, I brought home about $70,000, and that's a lot of consistent years of hard work. So I never want you to think that you get to the top and you just get to sit pretty. This will never be a business that you get to do that. You will always need to work to keep your business growing and thriving and investing in your leaders and your team, because they matter. So it's never a situation where the leader gets to the top and then they make all the money. They still have to be doing the things to move their business forward. So all right, so the last thing I want to talk about is why Restoration Nation. So there are a lot of teams that you could consider joining, and I happen to think our team is pretty special because we have a lot of heart, and our culture is very beautiful. So let me share about that. So we're a team of women who desire to see each other succeed. So you have the petty workplace competition in a lot of workplaces. And with our team, there is a genuine desire for us to see each other succeed. We are the biggest cheerleaders for each other. There's not that competition to see who can get the newest rank next. There's room for success for everyone on our team. Our team is willing to help at every turn. So you're going to have not only a ton of resources, but a whole crew of women who are ready and available to answer any question that you have as you are growing your business. The core of who we are represents integrity, strength, and hard work. We're looking for women who want to radically change their life, who want to get healthy, impact the ones that they love, and grow a thriving business to fill in the gaps of their finances. So what happens when you sign up? Let's say my prayer is that you have been moved by this call, that it has at least become clear if this is the path for you or not. And if the answer is yes, then here's what happens. Tonight, as soon as you get off this call, you're going to message the coach that invited you here. And you're going to share with them, hey, these are my fears. This is what I'm struggling with, but I'm ready to take the leap. And I want to see if I can make this work. And when that happens, you're going to get an email. If you're brand new and signing up as a coach, you'll get an email from Beachbody. You'll also get an email or a message from your coach that will include either a welcome email or a link to our team page. You will get started correctly. Once you get into our team page, we have a very simple 5-step new coach process where we're going to the very beginning of it is just a simple form where we show you how to fill out your automatic draft, how to help how to actually send somebody a link, like the very basics of coaching. And then your second step is we're going to teach you how to open the doors of your business, how to announce that you're a coach, and then begin your coaching journey. The third is how to figure out who to talk to and how to talk to them to get them started on their health and fitness journey. And then the fourth is just to become consistent in those daily activities. We also have a weekly training every Monday at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. They're all recorded, so you'll have those if you need them. We tend to do a lot more besides that once a week. A lot of times, some of us will get on Saturday mornings on video chat and work together. There's a lot that goes on in our teams. You get access to all of our groups, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can just plug your clients into our group and go on seamlessly. And just know that we're going to be there every step of the way. So my challenge to you tonight is if you're most likely, if you're on this call, you already knew and you already know that you should probably be doing this thing, but there's something there that's holding you back. And there are some valid reasons, I get it, but there's also this incredible opportunity for you to feel so fulfilled, to help your family financially, and to give you that high level of accountability in your health and fitness journey that you can't get anywhere else, and to be surrounded by a community of women who truly want you to succeed in all arenas in life. So our motto, like I mentioned at the beginning of this call, is Restoration Nation, restoring lives one body, heart, and mindset at a time. And if that mission statement resonates with who you represent as a person, I'm going to challenge you to reach out to the coach that invited you to this call tonight. Do not wait. Do not sleep on it. You message them right after this call and you tell them what you're thinking, and you share with them what your knee-jerk reaction is to this and questions that you may have, clarification that we can give. But we appreciate your time tonight. It is such a blessing for us to be able to give back and share this opportunity, because it truly has changed our lives in more ways than just the physical, emotional, mental, financial. It is just the missing thing for so many people, and we are excited to share it with you. So we love you guys. We hope that you are our newest coaches within Restoration Nation, and we look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks for being on the call. All right, bye.